Hello learners, welcome to Triaright. Today we will be learning the sorting of list of objects by field in the functional interface. In the functional interface, we are moving forward and we will be learning the sorting list of objects by fields provided here. And moving here, we will be getting to we are getting to know that there is first import java.util.arrays and import java.util.list. So coming here, we can very well know we are very well seen we have first seen, but for your information, I'll be telling that these these import packages, these we have to import these packages, and for these packages, these import packages are required for arrays as list, for arrays, for the arrays as list, the for which we will be using here. So this will convert the array into a fixed size list, and the list here, this is an interface for sorting a list of objects. I repeat, this is an interface for sorting the list of objects. Now we have the classes formed here, as this is the outer class, and this is the inner class or the custom class. Here we have the inner class or custom class, and this is the outer class which has a main method also, which has this is the outer class which has main method, and this is inner class which is the custom class. So we can see that inner class has the fields. The fields provided here are names and the int age, string name and int age. Then we are forming the person by the name of constructors, which is the constructor of this part only. Coming here, we have the field. Coming first, we have seen that there is a field string name. This will store the person name, and we have the age. This will similarly store the person's age. And we have the person constructor. Here there is a person constructor which has the parameters as string name and int age. These parameters are provided. Yeah. So on moving further, we can see that this constructor initializes the field. This constructor are used to initialize the field, and for the toString, this constructor will initialize the field, and toString will override the default value. This toString, this constructor, we are using toString to override the default string representation, so that we print a person object. Yeah. So here we can see that this dot name, the person's this field are initialized. This dot name is equal by the name. This dot age equals the name. By doing this, we are initializing the names by the names what we are assigning here, and string to string. Yeah, here coming here, we can see that this public string to string here, that will override the default string representation, so that we can print a person object. It shows here by the name and age. Shows the name and age. Now coming further, we have the main method. That here the program execution starts from here only. And first we are creating the list. Then we are creating the list, and the generic type of the list. Generic type is named as person only. Person. You can create the generic type as the inner class only. So we are creating the generic type as person only, the inner, which is the inner class, and the people. The name of the list is people, and arrays as list, as we are creating a fixed size list here. Arrays as list. This is used for creating a fixed size list. And now we are providing the list variables here. Yeah. Arrays as list, that will convert the array of the person object into a list. That will convert the array object of the persons as list, as we have seen that. Yeah. Now using this API, now further we are using the API. Yeah. We are using people dot stream, then dot sorted, and then dot for age. Here we are using this. So for using the people dot stream, this people dot stream, this will convert the list into a stream, so that we can use functional operations like sorted, map, filter, etc. This stream will convert the list into a stream, so that we can use functional operations like sorted, map, and filter, etc. And now coming the dot sorted with with parameters p1 and p2, p1 p2, and here the integer dot compare p1 dot age, p1 dot age, or p2 dot age. and this sorts the stream based on the age filled in ascending order. This will every age will be ascending, arranged in ascending order only. Now coming to uh, this will be every age will be will be represented in ascending orders as if p1 dot age is less than p2 dot age, then return negative, and p1 comes before p2, and if p1 age is greater than p2, then return positive, then the return will be positive, and the p2 will come before p1. if equals if equals both the ages are equal, then order remains unchanged. And now we are using for each. Now at the end we are using for each. This is the terminal operation that prints each elements of the sorted stream, and it will initially call the toString method for each person. This will initially call the toString method for each person. Now coming here, by using this we can see the final output as Bob, who is 25, and Charlie, who is 30, and Alice, who is 32. So all the ages are arranged in ascending order. So coming on to the program, we have the outer class. Coming inside that, we have the inner class, that is the custom class, and has a field size name and a string name and int age. Then we are treating the person as the constructor only, and we have the pass parameters as int string name and int age, and the instructor structure we'll use for the initializing the initial fields which were provided here. So this dot name equals name, and this dot age equals age. And coming on to further, we have the two string, and coming to the main method. This is the main method line, which is having the list of person list which has a generic type as person only, and the people here are provided as arrays as list. We are providing the fixed size list here. So we are using arrays as list. And here the person name is Alice and age is 32, and the person similarly the person name is Bob and age is 30 or 25, and Charlie 30 whose age is 30. Now coming on to the dot string functions, we have the using dot stream here, and first we are using people dot stream. This will be using each and every object, and that will clarify different objects, and particular operations will be performed on the different objects. And coming to that, we have first sort where p1 p2 are the parameters for that listing part in the list, the p1 p2, and then p2 p3. P1 dot age, it will compare the p1 age and p2 age first. P1 dot age and p2 age dot age. And for each, then we will using for each system.out.println for that p1 p2, and first that will be compared, and similarly the return value will be printed here. Now coming on to the output, we are very we can see the output also here. Now coming to the end, we have seen the explanation. Custom classes person with age and field. We have the class person with age and fields, and custom class means the inner classes, and the sorted. They are sorted using the lambda that is compared by the age. Here the fields are by the age. They are sorted by the age. And finally, we have seen that stream API, the use for various collections in function style, that is used for processing collections in functional style. And then we are using the lambda expression, which is a shorthand way to write instances of functional interface. This is a shorthand way to write interfaces in functional interface. And comparator, logic to compare the objects. Here the comparator dot compare, here integer dot compare, that will compare for the fields, that is the age. And for each, we are using for each also for which we perform an actions, that is printing for each elements of the stream. Here it will be printing the each element, that is the name, according to the list in the stream. And now coming to stream, we have the custom output when printing this is the custom output for printing the objects. We have used the toString for the printing, for using custom output for printing the objects. Now finally we are coming to the end of the class. We'll meet at the next class. Thanks.